pitchers Kyle Kramer here.
Hey everybody.
Hey Kyle, you've been on this team a long time. I know you didn't start your career here, but you've been playing, college baseball since 2019 season? Is that right?
2019, I graduated in 2018 high school, so yeah.
Did you make a regional Division II at Rollins?
Never have made a regional before.
So you haven't made one at all. So for a guy who's been playing so long, what did it mean to you to see UCF's name appear on the screen?
I mean, it's super awesome, especially being the last year. Like, this is the last ride, so I get to go out there and play more baseball with my friends, and just we get to see however long we can do it. It's exciting.
What did you think when you saw the bracket reveal of the competition you'll face in Tallahassee?
The bracket's the bracket. I mean, there's 64 teams. Everyone deserves to be there, as the guys ahead of me said. It's just super exciting baseball, right? Like, takes that next level playoff baseball, so everyone's going to be locked in, wanting to play their best, and I mean, that's what you ask for.
What would you say was the difference between the UCF teams of the past several years that you've been on the team versus the one we're looking at right now that finally broke that postseason drought?
I would say the relationships we've created with each other and our coaching staff, everyone's just seamlessly getting along. I mean, from the top to the bottom, everyone's treated fairly. We all have an equal chance, whatever you do during that day. And just how tough can we be, you know? This team is really tough. We've seen it all season. Like, we got swept 2 conference series, and being able to bounce back from that and still get a chance to be here is super awesome.
How much of being in the Big 12 this season, how much did that maybe help you guys, prepare you as you went forward in it? And then as you get into the NCAA tournament, how much do you think that the strength of the Big 12 conference will help you guys?
I think it helped us tremendously this year. From the top to the bottom of the Big 12, it was neck and neck. I mean, I think in April was a couple games separating each team. So, like, there you have it there. You never know what's going to happen on any given weekend, you know. You play Kansas, whatever happens, happens, and you go face Texas, and it's just, there's not much difference in competition there just because of how tough each team is.
How do you think you've responded to that intensity?
I just try to do my job every day. Just go out there when my name's called. I go out there and I want to have fun. I mean, the biggest thing I can control in what I say is my effort level. You know, every day I go out there, I'm going to give it my best effort. I'm going to still see my family after, no matter what happens. So that's the most important to me.
Kyle, you probably felt like that Cincinnati game was a must-win if you wanted to make a regional, and so that was such a wild game. I think you guys probably felt like you had it in hand, and they come back and tie it a wild 9th, and of course Danny hits that home run in extra innings. But I think you're the pitcher that's to come out. You got to go get 3 outs. So what was that like? What was that feeling like? Were you feeling any pressure in that moment?
Not necessarily pressure. It's just I really want to get the team to win. So that was kind of my mindset. Like, what do I have to do right here for us to be successful and with the win?
So what did you feel like when you got that final out?
Just a relief of emotions. I mean, after they tied it up, I think it was the bottom of the 9th, right? It was just like, oof, like, let's go here. Like, we got to win this one. And when we did, it was just, let's go. Like,
when you talk about the team's toughness, and you talk about you guys' bond, is that kind of like how you guys play? Is that no matter what, you're not going to beat us down, and no matter what, you're not going to mess with my buddy over here? Is that how you guys come in and attack people and how you play?
Absolutely. From top to the bottom, pitching staff, offense, we're just going out there playing against ourselves. Like, what can we do to play clean baseball? What can we do to get however many guys on base as we need to get the win? Whatever is needed, we'll do it. No, go ahead.
Coach Wallace has praised your guys' response all year, being down big and then coming back. And you guys have shown it multiple times. What does it say about you guys as a team and your ability to come back in big game situations?
Just keep playing until the final whistle. We're not out of it until it's out 3 of the last inning. Whatever happens, happens. We just got to keep going up there and doing us. And it's awesome because, I mean, we were down 4-0 in the first to Oklahoma State, and it was just really cool to see Ben Vespi go out there and provide those outs that we needed to get through the 5th and then carry it on to the bullpen. So it comes from guys like performances like that where it may not start off well, but you still got to get through it and finish it to the end, and that's exactly what he did.
How allows you guys not to get discouraged? Is it something that Coach does that keeps you guys going?
One more time, please.
What allows you guys to not get discouraged? You know, like the momentum easily taken out of you early in the game. What allows you guys to get that energy to come back?
I just think keeping the energy up in the dugout, keeping our attitudes up. We have Wallace going in saying, stay in it behind us. And, you know, as little as that may be, that pushes us a long way because anyone could get discouraged from going down quick, right? But with the coach and our players staying loose and having fun, it doesn't really seem like much of an effect on us.
What is the X factor with Rich when it comes to this season? I mean, we've heard some of the other your teammates talk about a little bit about it. But to be in year one, to be in the Big 12 for the first time, now to get to the NCAA tournament, what's that one thing maybe that you can identify that Coach Wallace has been brought to this team that's got you guys maybe on this path?
I think there's two things here. One, he played for UCF, so he knows how important it is for us, and especially him. Like you have this passion, history of being here. He just wants to win. Danny said that he's a winner, and it's true because our first meeting here, I was hesitant on coming back in the summer, and then he was like, "All right, like I've been to Omaha, I've been to regional, super regional, I've been to everything, and that is an awesome feeling to get there." And then once he said that, like, kind of gave me a future of what he wanted to do, and I was like, all right, like, we're gonna win here, and he wanted to win.
Kyle, you talked about what it was like to get that final out against Cincinnati. When you look and see the bubble teams, UCF ended up being one of the last 4 in, Cincinnati ended up being one of the last 4 out. Considering your performance in all the Big 12 tournament, not just in the Cincinnati game, how does that kind of recontextualize how major that week was for this team when you look at that bubble?
I mean, we kind of knew it going in there that we had to get that first win, and the second one. Just both of those wins were huge in our resume, and just the magnitude of the first game. We didn't really talk about it that much, but you kind of got that feeling that everyone knew what it was about, like what we had to do there.
Some teams may struggle down the stretch but still get into the NCAA tournament. How big of an advantage could it be for you guys to know that you had to win pressure-packed games to get in?
I want to say it's an advantage or disadvantage. It's just we like to play baseball, and how far are we going to be able to play baseball? That was the question. That was a question since last month, or even the beginning of the season, was how far can we play? And it doesn't really matter who we face or who comes to our park or where we go. We just have to play our style of baseball.
What has it meant to you to be a UCF fan?
Just a tremendous feeling. I talk about this with my dad all the time. It's like, what would happen if we hadn't made that move, you know? But I'm very happy to be here. Been a pleasure to be here the past 3 years, get to know everybody, get to know you guys, and just the whole family of UCF, tight-knit community. You got a huge alumni base, and it's just crazy because we were in Arlington, and you have people that you've never even seen before coming to the games and rooting on the Knights. Like, that's some pretty cool stuff.
Thank you.
Thanks, Kyle. Good luck.
Thank you.